10 plays, 65 yards in 4 minutes and 4 seconds. The Beat Diggers get on the board on the opening drive on Joe Rosenbrock's 6-yard run, and they lead 7-0. Dave, you look at that drive, the Beat Diggers only had one big play, an 18-yard gain on the second play from Seawald, and everything was typical Brush Beat Digger football.
You bet, just 4 yards in a cloud. Well, actually, it was more than 4 yards in a cloud of dust, but it was real physical. You know, they just ran right at him. Not one quick pitch, nothing designed to go outside. Basically, no trickery, just taking off after him.
And that ball is hit right into a Strasburg Indian on a squib kick, and they're going to down it there at the 44-yard line, and Indian fell in it right there. And that was Corey Coombs. I think it was more of a squib than an onside because it was kicked so hard. And onside, you don't kick it that hard, Dave. I think Godinez wanted to kick down the field and unfortunately hit one of the up linemen there.
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, I'm not even sure it was a squib kick because it was kicked so hard. I'm thinking maybe his foot might have slipped when he planted it trying to kick the ball.
Good point, because why give Strasburg that field position? So who knows if it was by design or not. 1st and 10. Glenn Wallace under center. He's the sophomore quarterback for Strasburg from their own 44-yard line. He's going to hand it off on the left side and try to get around as Jordan Ross breaks 2 tackles. Garcia's going to drag him down by the jersey, and it's going to be a 2-yard loss back to the 42-yard line after some initial penetration by the Beat Diggers. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Strasburg came out with an unusual formation. They had all their guys up on the line of scrimmage, but they had their flanker and a running back over on the left side. They basically had two flankers in a slot position.
Northeastern Colorado's hometown savings and loan with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan is Equitable Savings and Loan. Beat Diggers have many of the same players in on defense that they do on offense. Felix Calderon is part of that defensive unit, as is Trevor Blake, who are not on the offensive end. Shotgun now for Glenn Wallace. 2nd down and 12 for Strasburg at the 42. Rolling to his right, pumping, throwing on the run. That pass is caught at the 50-yard line, out of bounds near 1st down at the 48-yard line. The reception was made by Nick Graham, the 6'2", 185-pound senior. And the gain is going to be close to 10 yards. It'll be 3rd down and only 2 to go for Strasburg at the Beat Digger 48.
I think the Diggers might have been in a cover 1 where they were playing man-to-man as Tanner Morrow chased him all the way across the field in that crossing pattern, trying to keep up with him, and Graham just showed a lot of speed.
That's going to be 3rd and a short 2. It's between the 47 and 48-yard line. Jordan Ross, the lone setback. Under center this time is Glenn Wallace. In Beat Digger territory, Strasburg trails 7-0. Graham in motion to the left. He's got the handoff on the end around, and he's tackled for a loss of 1. He might have slipped making a cut, but Kyle Hefner was in that backfield, and it's a loss of 1. It'll be 4th down and 3 for the 49, and the Beat Diggers, for the 2nd time in 3 plays, broke up a running play that Strasburg initiated.
You bet. You know, it was one of those, that was like a fly offense like the Diggers used to run, where they brought the receiver all the way across and handed him the ball right after they took the snap. And the Diggers did a good job on that side as the defensive end came across the line and forced Graham to cut it up early. He lost his footing.
Dave, we mentioned this last week when Eaton faked a punt. You got to watch it right now. 4th and 3 for the 49, and in motion is Jordan Ross. The punter's Glenn Wallace, and he will punt it. A fluttering punt towards the sideline. It bounces it around the 18-yard line. Takes a huge Strasburg roll inside the 10 to around the 5, maybe the 4. That was outstanding by Glenn Wallace. A punt of around 45 yards, and now the Beat Diggers are going to have to take about 7 or 8, maybe 9 minutes off the clock if they want to do what they did on the first drive, which is score with all running plays.
Yep, they have the offense to do it as well. But, you know, now with our back against the wall, this is where the Diggers are really going to have to do a good job of being disciplined, not committing any penalties, and make sure we're holding on to that football.
1st and 10 from the 4-yard line for the Beat Diggers. They have that T formation again. Rosenbrock, Weiser, and Tanner Morrow. Under center is Eric Garcia. There's the give off to the right side and across the 5 to the 8, maybe the 9-yard line is Tanner Morrow. He was hit over there by Cody Smith, the 5'9", 155 junior defensive back. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 to go for Brush.
Diggers just shot straight ahead at him, caught Strasburg a little off guard as they ran a dive to the right side, and that's pretty uncharacteristic.
2nd down and 6 from the 8-yard line. Beat Diggers lead 7-0, 5.5 to go in the opening quarter from Beat Digger Stadium. This will be a give left side to Connor Weiser. Snaps out of a tackle at the 10-yard line across the 15. First down as he stiff-armed a defender, and he's to the 19-yard line, a gain of 11. An excellent play on that run left by Connor Weiser.
Boy, there was just some good blocking over there on the left side for the Diggers as Weiser took off down the field and looked like he was going to go to the sideline and turn it up, but as the Strasburg Indians closed in, he decided to plant his left foot and cut it back upfield, and that's when they grabbed a hold of him.
The Bee Diggers have run 12 plays, and literally run 12 plays. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Same formation with Rosenbrock, Weiser, and Morrow. In motion to the right is Rosenbrock. Garcia on the handoff to Weiser, cutting it back to the left side across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Nick Graham makes the play, but again, 4 yards, and the Bee Diggers will take that every time because they're moving the ball down the field efficiently.
You bet. 4 times, or 3 times 4 is 12. If they do that just a couple more times, they got their first down.
For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. 2nd down and 6 for the Bee Diggers with the football at their own 23-yard line, leading 7-0 on Joe Rosenbrock's 6-yard run. Same T formation for the Bee Diggers, and Rosenbrock once again in motion to the right. Garcia is going to bootleg it right, gets a block, swings it to the outside, and he's close to a first down at around the 30-yard line after stutter stepping his way. And after I stuttered my way through that description, but it's going to be a gain of 8 yards and a first down for Eric Garcia and the Bee Diggers.
You know, it's just, this is a different offense. They're really hustling up to the line of scrimmage, and Strasburg barely has enough time to rotate any players into the game defensively. That time they were in more of a 6-5 sort of, or a 6-4 sort of a defense where they just had a corner and the rest of the guys were linebackers.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Nearly some movement from Strasburg, and there is the give to Rosenbrock right up the gut across the 35, and he stretches his way out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 9. The tackle was made by Eric Tresh, the 5'10", 170-pound senior linebacker. It'll be 2nd down and a long 1 to go for the Bee Diggers.
The Diggers went on a long count that time. They almost drew the Indians off sides, and that's the 2nd time they've done that tonight. By doing that, they're keeping the Indians away from being able to blitz anybody.
The Bee Diggers have run 15 plays. Strasburg with only 3 offensive plays. 2nd and 1 for the 40. Give left side, Weiser, first down. They're trying to strip him, but he's corralling that football across the 45 to the 50, a gain of 10 for the junior Connor Weiser, and a Bee Digger first down.
You know, they're running over here on this left side behind Acosta and Brost and Skylar Seawald at that tight end, and just having a lot of luck. The Indians have had to call a timeout.
Yeah, they've got to be exhausted. I mean, they're getting blown off the football for the most part with 3:28 to go in the opening quarter, and the Bee Diggers leading 7-0. Dave, how many times have we mentioned this throughout the course of the years? If a football game goes about 2 hours and 15, 2 hours and 20 minutes, that usually does not serve Brush well. The shorter game serves Brush well because they use up clock efficiently.
Yep, letting that clock run, and then the other team, when Brush is using up the clock, and even if they're only ahead by a touchdown, the coaches on the other side and the team start feeling that sense of urgency. It takes them out of their game plan. Pretty soon they're throwing the ball when they didn't want to. 1st
and 10 for the Bee Diggers, just shy of midfield. Leading 7-0 with just under 3.5 to go in the opening quarter from Bee Digger Stadium. Pretty nice crowd has settled in despite the slick weather conditions. But there's no rain right now, so as long as it's dry, that makes it fairly comfortable. The same 3 are in the backfield. Just shy of the 50. On 1st and 10, Garcia, he juggled the football, and then he's going to take it back to the line of scrimmage. He bobbled that football a little bit. It never left his hands completely, but unfortunately with that bobble, he was tackled by Julian Lopez, the 5'10", 200-pound senior. And it'll be 2nd down and a long 10, loss of about half a yard.
Yeah, it wasn't like Garcia got out from under center too fast or anything like that. I think it might be just the ball's a little bit slick, and he saw the ball pop up in the air as he juggled it.
This drive started at the 4-yard line. 2nd down and a long 10 for the Bee Diggers. Garcia is going to bootleg it right, and he's going to be taken down. Nobody was there. That was a broken play, undoubtedly. He was tackled by Dylan Jacoby, the 6'1", 200-pound junior, from his linebacker position. A loss of 3, 3rd and 13. We've had a bobbled football, then a busted play. There's no doubt we had players go in different directions.
Yeah, all the running backs were going left and the quarterback was going right, and there was just nothing happening there.
Oh, if the Bee Diggers can pick up 7 or 8 yards here, they might actually go for it on 4th down. But it's 3rd and 13 for the 47. Rosenbrock's in motion to the left. Garcia will pitch it left to Tanner Morrow. He's going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to lose a couple of yards. No blocking whatsoever. Aaron Schlegel from his defensive back position read it perfectly. It'll be 4th down and about 16 yards to go for Brush at their own 44-yard line. The good news is they got out of that major mess starting at their own 4.
Right, they drove it out there a long ways. You know, on that play, Strasburg's got 6 linemen, and then they have 3, sometimes 4 linebackers. And when they have those linebackers back there and all those linemen up there, there's not enough offensive linemen to go out there and cover the linebackers, so it's easy for them to get out there and cover that sweep.
Cody Smith and Jordan Ross back to receive. Perfect snap to C.J. Kukas. A high punt that's going to travel into the hands of Ross at the 15 or 20-yard line. He called for a fair catch, and he took off with the football, and now the flag is thrown as he's tackled at the 31-yard line. And even Joe Rosenbrock pointed that out. Eric Garcia was in on the play, and hopefully Tanner Morrow's not hurt over there. He was grabbing his left wrist, it looked like. But there was clearly a signal for a fair catch at the 20-yard line, and for some reason when Jordan Smith caught the football, he took off. So this should take them back to around the 15.
Yeah, I think he just changed his mind there a little bit. And the official, I'm not sure. It seemed like he was going to let it happen until Rosenbrock pointed back there and reminded him that there was a fair catch. It's like he kind of called him on it.
And that will be the call. I think we might have a mic problem down there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Our officials are mic'd up here. Well, I can't wait to see what the signal is for this.
Well, it's an illegal fair catch. It's not an illegal fair catch signal, but
does the official just wave his hand over his head? Is that how the official signals it?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
It's not one of those things you see very often.
Exactly. But it should be placed at around the 15. We've got 1:14 to go in the opening quarter. I'm John Beltran with Dave Urich. Replay of this game to follow right here on 1010 as well as KSLR.com. Brush leads Strasburg 7-0 on Joe Rosenbrock's 6-yard run. Now the official's still trying to get that mic to work. It should work. Either way, the ball is at the 15-yard line, and that's where the Indians, still looking for their first down. It's only their second drive of the game, take over. And that's significant because they could have started at the 31-yard line, which is where the play ended.
Absolutely. They're coming out with another funky kind of looking offensive formation.
3 out to the right. In a shotgun is Glenn Wallace. In motion to the left is Cody Smith. A little bit of a high snap, back to throw, and the throw out to the left. That pass is incomplete, dropped at the 40-yard line on a deep slant over the middle. It was right in the hands of Cody Smith, and he just dropped the ball. Tanner Morrow was in decent position, but that was a perfect throw.
Well, there was 2 good hits on that play. Actually, 3 good hits on that play. One good hit was Morrow hitting the receiver right after he almost caught it. The second good hit was Acosta running right into Wallace right after he released the ball and hitting him pretty hard. And the last good hit was seeing Wallace hit the ground on his back there.
2nd down and 10 for Strasburg at their own 15-yard line. Again, trips to the right. The lone setback is Cody Ross. Check that, Jordan Ross. Wallace in a shotgun. Now Ross in motion to the left, a naked backfield. Perfect snap. Wallace is looking, but there's a flag down before the play takes place. And that looks like it should be procedure against Strasburg, which would make that a 2nd and 15 now and put them in a deeper hole. Yeah, I'm not sure where the movement took place. Well, now the mic works. Now we have to get the official to make the correct call.
I think he's a little flustered out there because he keeps playing with that microphone and he's trying to make it work. But the official, as soon as the Strasburg running back went in motion, they snapped the ball, and I think they might have had 2 guys moving at the same time as one of the receivers over on the right side was already taken off.
2nd down and 15 to go for the Indians at their own 10-yard line with the Bee Diggers leading 7-0. We're in the waning minute to the opening quarter. Receiver split to the left and right. Under center this time is Wallace. And Cody Smith is in motion to the left. There's the deep handoff to Cody Ross. Jordan Ross running right back towards the middle. He's across the 20 to the 22. I think the Bead Diggers were thinking pass might have gone to the 23. That's a hefty gain of 13 yards. That'll set up a 3rd and around 2, and they're right up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, going with the no huddle, and Strasburg's taking a piece out of the playbook that the Diggers have had some trouble with.
3rd and 2, quarterback sneak, and I think he might be a little bit short of the first down, very close, but the far official looks like he's going to signal that right at the stick. And to me, it looks like a first down from here at the 25-yard line. Head coach Jeff Geiger's out there. But it is Strasburg's first down with 32 seconds to go. They'll restart the clock after the movement of the chains.
Yeah, they didn't even second guess measuring that thing as the nose of the ball was over the line.
This time Strasburg will take their time in the huddle. See Mike Boehm at 216 Edison Street in Brush, the Farmers Insurance Group. Under center is a sophomore quarterback, Wallace. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wallace is going to pitch it left to Jordan Ross. He's got a seam, but a very small one. He's tackled at the 26. And the play was made by Kyle Hefner, who made an excellent tackle, grabbed him right below the waist and threw him down. That's the end of the opening quarter. With the score, Brush 7, Strasburg nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.